Today, I'm going to show you the exact step-by-step strategy on how we 21x our commissions in a single month by running this one automation tool inside of Creator Connections. Right here, this account made $40 without leveraging the tool. And as soon as we implemented the strategy, within 30 days, it jumped to almost $900. This is a 21x increase. And this is by far the easiest way to bump your commissions without making more videos. So with that being said, let's jump into my screen and show you how this exactly works. So we're going to come over here to Creator Connections, and the first step is to obviously have the Viral View Chrome extension. I'll put the link in the description. You guys can sign up, and you do have to have the Pro plan in order to run these automation tools. From there, you're going to click the extension shortcut, click Creator Connections, and it will take you right to this page. And you're going to see the accept related campaigns. Now there are 3 different settings, and I'm going to break down each individual one, when to run it, how often to run it, and what it's actually doing on the back end. So we have video settings, we have report settings, and URL view settings. Now, just high level overview, what this tool is going to do is it's going to find your existing videos, it's going to pull reports from your earnings dashboard, and it's going to take those ASINs and cross-check the Creator Connections campaign database. And if there is a campaign, it is going to find it and accept it on your behalf. And that is how you're going to get those increased commissions. So again, when I show you this little case study, without it, $40 and immediately $900 without doing any additional work. So it's very, very powerful. And I want you guys to make sure that you're taking advantage of it, because this is literally how the top creators are out earning you. So now let's come back over here and talk about each individual setting. Now, by default, all of these are turned off. So as soon as I hit accept related campaigns, you're going to see that all of them say don't accept, don't accept. And there's a reason for that, because the more videos you have, the more ASINs it's going to check, and the more ASINs it checks, the longer it's going to take. And so for me personally, I have a strategic strategy that works for my time. Now, depending on your circumstance, you might do things differently, but this video is going to help you kind of have a general idea of the most important things that you need to be doing. So let's first talk about the video settings. So this is where it's going to go in and find all of the tagged ASINs on your videos. And it's going to pull that and cross-check the Creator Connections campaign database. So that is the tagged ASIN. So if I come hit accept and run that, that is pulling from my Amazon storefront. And the way that it gets that information is you have to have your storefront linked to Viral View. And if you come over here to Creator Studio and you hit the refresh and it scans all of your videos, it's collecting those ASINs, and then when you run the automation, it knows exactly which ASINs to check. Now, that alone is how we got this case study, just by running the tagged ASINs. And over the last several months, we keep adding additional settings to check and to add more campaigns, which is kind of the magic of the software. So that is the first step, is the tagged ASINs. This you are going to run at least 2 to 3 times a week. And I have a little kind of cheat sheet guide right here where I am going to show you guys this, and you guys can screenshot this, but this is how often I run each individual setting, and I'll break down why here in a sec. So the accept tagged ASINs, that's how that happens. The auto linked ASINs, this is basically, and if you come over and hover over the information icon, it will show you exactly what it's doing. But Amazon will randomly place your videos on other listings, even though you did not tag it. And so Viral View is tracking where your videos are landing on different placements, different carousels, and we are going to find and accept those ASINs as well. And so that is auto-linked ASINs. So those video settings, I'm going to run at least 2 to 3 times per week. Now, the more videos you have, the more ASINs this is going to be. So if you have 2,000 plus videos, just running these is going to take some time. So what I like to do is I run the tagged ASINs separately, and then I run the auto-linked ASINs separately instead of combining them all together. Now you can run them all at once, but for me, I just like to run them separately just so it's a little bit quicker. So that is the video settings broken down. Now the report settings, this is where things get very interesting and very powerful. We have the ability to run the last 48 hours. So this is where you're going to scan your orders and find ASINs from the last 48 hours. And this is something that you're going to want to run 1 to 2 times per day. And I'm going to explain how this is working and what it's doing on the back end. The last 30 days, I recommend doing this at least once per month. Now, to dive into literally one of the most important automations that you need to be running on a daily basis is this last 48 hours. And if we come over here to this Google Slides, I'm going to show you how ViralView is finding hidden earnings and what this is actually doing on the back end. So the first thing is it's detecting pending orders. So what you're going to do is go to your Amazon Associates earnings dashboard, and you're going to see this collect past 48 hours. And you're going to want to do this on both your on and offsite store ID. Now, if you're just an Amazon affiliate and you're just doing offsite traffic, then you would just want to do that particular ID. Now, if you're an Amazon influencer and you do no offsite traffic, then do just the on-site. And if you're doing both, well, then collect both. And so right here, I'm going to hit collect past 48 hours. And as you can see, only one ASIN was collected. And this is because this is my offsite store ID and I'm not doing very much with my offsite. And so if I toggle this over to my onsite, I'm going to collect a lot more. And so what that is doing is it's collecting and detecting those pending orders. And so right here, it says ViralView scans your earnings reports for orders that haven't shipped yet and collects their ASINs, which includes halo sales. And this might be your first time hearing halo sales, but the definition is right here. It's when shoppers buy other items after seeing your content. Those are halo or indirect sales. So if you make a video talking about pots and pans and somebody watches that, but then they end up going and buying a spatula or a kitchen bowl or a frying pan or whatever the case may be, you can get commissions for those products as well. And just by collecting these ASINs of these halo sales, cross-checking the Creator Campaign database, you're going to accept those campaigns before Amazon ships them out. So you get those increased earnings. And if you're still a little confused of like, this does not make any sense, just trust me, run the automations and your commissions will increase. But for those that want to truly understand it, Creator Connections is a program where it's going to give you increased commissions. So instead of making your 2 to 4% commissions, you can make 10, 20, up to 50%. And so the more Creator Connections campaigns that you can find that you're eligible for, the more potential commissions you're going to make on the back end. And so this is how ViralView is finding those hidden earnings. So we detect pending orders, we check if there's a Creator Connections campaign, then it's going to auto accept it, and then you're going to earn more from the sales that you are already getting. It is straight magic. So the way that we do this is, again, go to your earnings dashboard, collect on your offsite store ID, if that's what you do. And then if you do mainly Amazon influencer, collect on your on-site, collect both. You're going to collect that, then you're going to go back to Creator Connections, and then you're going to come right here and you're going to say, collect the last 48 hours. Now, I want to show you how this actually works. I'm going to actually start the automation. So I collected the one ASIN right here. I'm going to toggle to my on-site store ID, which is right here. I'm going to collect the past 48 hours. And as you can see, there's 112 ASINs, so significantly more. I'm going to go to Creator Connections, and it's going to give me this error because I'm on my on-site store ID. So I need to toggle to my off-site. And just like that, I'm back here where I can hit accept related campaigns. All of these are turned off by default, and I'm going to hit the last 48 hours, and I'm going to hit start. And this is the magic of the automation. It takes those 113 ASINs that I collected, and it's cross-checking the campaign database. And as you can see, it's already accepted one total campaign. So this campaign has the potential to earn me a couple dollars, all the way up to I've earned up to $50, $60 from one campaign. So even if it finds only one campaign, but in this case, it ended up finding 5, that is just free money that I would have not gotten otherwise. So this is super powerful, and literally in a matter of a minute, we checked 113 ASINs and it accepted 5 additional campaigns. Super powerful. And that automation, I'm going to want to run at least 1 to 2 times per day. So if we come back over here to kind of my map right here, so the video settings, we run to 2 to 3 times per week. The report settings, the last 48 hours, I'm running 1 to 2 times per day. The last 30 days, I'm running at least 1 time per month. And then the URL view settings is where I want to end this video. So the URL view settings is only applicable if you are signed up for the URL view deep linking service. If you are not part of that service, then this is irrelevant. It does not pertain to you. But if you're not, I would highly recommend consider using URL view to implement what's called deep linking. Now, I'm not going to dive into the nitty gritty of deep linking, but I'll put a link in the description to show you how you can take your Amazon influencer videos, cross-post them to YouTube, integrate deep links, and dramatically increase your offsite commissions, plus have the potential to earn more from brand collaborations and actually getting paid for the videos that you're posting. So for those that are using URL view, especially those Amazon affiliates, if you guys are posting deep links on social media, maybe Instagram, maybe Facebook, YouTube, wherever it may be, what this is going to do is, if we come to URL view, you can see all of my links. I have a ton of different deep links on URL view. It's going to take those ASINs and cross-check the Creator Connections campaign database. So we're talking hundreds of deep links scattered throughout the internet, whether it may be on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, wherever you're posting, and it will check if those have Creator Connections campaigns. So we come over here and I can hit right here. And if I want it to check the URL view settings, I come and I hit accept links, and it's going to check. I have 129 links, and it's going to check those and see if there's any Creator Connections campaigns. And so if you're an Amazon affiliate, this is extremely beneficial for you. As you can see, it's already checking. I got one additional campaign accepted, and if it wasn't for Viral View, I would be missing out on this campaign. And so this is why it's so powerful to run these automations, again, basically on a daily, weekly basis. So what used to take, we're talking hours to try to do manually, and to be honest, it's not even possible to do this manually. You can do in a matter of a couple minutes with Viral View. So right there, it just checked 129 ASINs, it accepted one, and boom, we are good to go. So again, this is the breakdown. Run these 2 to 3 times per week, 1 to 2 times daily. And then the URL view settings, it really depends on how often you're sharing these links, how many links you're creating. That is where you're going to run 2 to 3 times per week. And it might be more if you are a major Amazon affiliate where you are just generating a ton of external traffic. So I just wanted to go over all of the different settings, what they're doing. Again, the main goal is to try to find what ASINs you have available, whether it be on your storefront, whether it may be on your URL view account, whether it may be from the earnings dashboard, and cross-checking Creator Connections and accepting those campaigns and making sure that you qualify for those commissions. And by those simple automations, this is how we were able to 21x our commissions without uploading additional videos. So this just flat out works. So run it often. And if you guys don't have it, I'll put the link in the description. So to wrap up this video, what I want to do is end by talking about some Creator Connections myths and misunderstandings. There's some videos floating around that don't address the updated terms of Creator Connections, and it's creating some confusion. So I want to address that in this video. So the first is you can earn Creator Connection commissions from on-site traffic. There's a lot of misconceptions of like, oh, Creator Connections is only for off-site affiliates. That is not true. You can earn Creator Connections commissions from your on-site traffic. So that's the first thing. The second is you don't have to submit content to earn Creator Connections commissions. Amazon has come out very clearly in their terms of service and said, look, you don't have to submit content. Now, it is beneficial to submit content, but you don't have to in order to earn commissions. And just a quick side note, you can actually submit content with Viral View. So if we come over here to Creator Connections, click the active tab, you can come right here, hit submit all content. And this is where you can actually submit content from all of your videos that are linked to your storefront. And also we have what's called media links, where you can add your social media links to the web app and it will submit that content to the appropriate campaigns. Now, there are going to be campaigns where there is not content submitted. That is totally normal. That is from the Halo sales. And just because it doesn't have content doesn't mean that you can't earn commission. So I just want to set the record straight there. So let's come back over here to this guide, and I'll put the link to this Google Doc in the description as well, just so you guys can reference it. But you are not penalized if you accept a campaign and don't submit content. So those kind of go hand in hand. You are not penalized. Amazon has come out and said that very clearly. So just want to address those two things loud and clear. The next is if you accept duplicate campaigns. That is what Viral View will do, is it will accept duplicate campaigns. And the reason being is some campaigns end, some campaigns will go out of budget, and we just want to make sure that you have ultimate coverage. And so with that being said, Amazon will always pay the highest commission available. So if there's two campaigns that are duplicate and one has a 15% and one has a 10%, Amazon is going to give you the 15%. But if that 15% runs out of budget, well, the 10% is going to kick in. And so I just wanted to address that as well. The next few aren't as applicable to Creator Connections, but this last one is you can earn Creator Connections commissions from Halo sales, or in other words, commissions that have no content attached at all, which I addressed previously. So you guys can refer to this and have this in your back pocket. If you guys have additional questions, you guys can always drop them in the comments down below. But this single automation tool is going to dramatically increase your commissions. I hope that this answers your questions. And again, if it doesn't, drop it in the comments. I can make additional videos, but we appreciate your support. If you guys are not yet subscribed to Viral View, I'll put the link in the description. But for now, start running those automations and watch your commissions increase. We'll see you in the next one.